Hey, what's up everyone? And in this video, I'm going to explain all the stuff that we wrote in the previous video so that this programming stuff starts making a lot more sense. Okay, so this is all the stuff that we wrote in the previous video, but right now it doesn't make a lot of sense. I completely understand, that's fine, which is why I drew this diagram right here. Now this diagram is actually really helpful because it kind of explains the structure of programming. Okay, now right here we have a blue box. Okay, now this is a class. All right, inside of the class we have what's called a method or a function. They both mean the same thing. It's just that in Java people tend to call them methods, and in other languages people tend to call them functions, but they're pretty much the same thing. Inside of every method we have instructions. Okay, so we've got three layers. We've got a class. Inside of the class, we have a method. And inside of the method, we have an instruction. Alright, now let's see how this ties into our code that we wrote earlier. So here we have a class. Okay, this whole thing is a class. Okay, and inside of the class, we have a method. Okay, just like in the diagram. And inside of the method, we have an instruction. Okay? Now, you can think of this kind of like an onion with different layers, right? That's that's usually the way I picture it. So in order to create a class, you pretty much need to know the syntax, which is fancy for the vocabulary of Java. So this is just how you write a class. You start off by writing public class and then the name of the class. This is just something I would write on a notebook, um, just to remember it later on. I can promise you you're not gonna remember the syntax right away, which is fine. This is completely normal. I mean, people forget all the time. It all looks like a bunch of text anyway. I would write it down on a notebook, just write down something like, in order to create a class, I first have to write public class and then the name of the class, followed by an open brace and then a close brace. Okay? Inside of this class, we're going to create a method. Now, again, the syntax, don't worry about it too much. You could write it down on a notebook somewhere and just use your notes. This is how you write a method. Okay, this is how you write this method. Okay, it's public static void main open parentheses string open bracket close bracket space args close parentheses. Okay, and then the open brace. And after that, you're going to want to add a close brace. All right, this is how you write th this method. Inside of this method, we're going to write an instruction. Okay, and again, don't worry about the syntax. Just know that this is an example of an instruction. System.out.println yo what up. Okay, now in this this instruction pretty much says print something out to the console window. Now this is the console window down here, by the way. Instructions can be anything from adding two numbers to just outputting something on the screen, kind of like this, right? So that's all I really want you to kind of understand right now. There's kind of a lot more to it, but we'll just stick with this for now, and then we'll build up on it. Just remember this structure on here. Remember, you have a class, and inside of the class, you have a method. And inside of the method, you have instructions. Okay, and that's pretty much what we have here. We have a class, we have a method, and we have an instruction. Okay, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And make sure to watch my next tutorial. Thanks.